Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to sew a short. Now I already have a tutorial on how to cut it, but right in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you guys how to sew it. Now you can see that I already cut it, and then I actually joined the front piece together and the back piece together. Now I went ahead to actually sew the darts. You just divide your back piece, divide by 2, and then you sew it at the middle of your back piece. So I actually sewed it downward by 3.5 inches, only the back piece. Now you can see that I did not actually sew from the beginning of the back piece because that is where my zip is going to stand. So I just started from like 5 inches afterwards, and then I sewed just like so. So the next thing to do is now to, I already notch, if you watch my tutorials on how to cut it, I already notched the pocket size 7 inches downward and 3 inches upward. That is my pocket side. So the next thing to do now is to place my soft stay. You can use soft stay here to actually achieve a firmness. So I actually place my soft stay at that side, just like so, slantly, just like so, from that 3 inches to the 7 inches, just like so, and then you cuff it like so, slant it like so, and also press it once again. This is actually to make your work very neat and also come out really nice. The pocket will come out stiff and really perfect if you do it this way. So you also go ahead and do the other side just like so. This is only going to be at the front piece. Now you use your shiny part of your stay, and then you can see the notch at the two sides, at the upper part and the downward part. So that was where I slanted it to. You saw how, can you see how I actually slanted it? So then you go ahead and press it just like so. Now you can see the look is already giving the bucket kind of look, right? So now let's go right and sew it. Okay, so before we sew it, actually this is the pocket. I had to show you guys how to cut the pocket. The length is about 12 inches or so, and then the height is 9 inches. Depends on how you want it actually, but this is what I want. And then I folded it into 2 just like so. So don't forget that the height is 9, and the is it the breadth, I'll call it now, is 12 inches. You can use 12, you can use 14, depends on your likes. So the next thing to do now is to join this right side facing each other to where I notched the pocket, to where I notched. You can see that that folded part I already bring it out, and I'm so going to join my pocket. You can see where the stay is, that part where I folded out. So I'm just going to join the pockets just like so. You can see that place where I have 9 inches, that was where I actually joined with the 7 inches notch, where the notch stopped. So that's where I'm going to stop right now. So after sewing that, you then join your pocket together. To achieve this, you just have to be very careful here. This is very tricky a bit. So you can see just the way I folded it. I just fold it to the front, right, and then you join it together like so. Don't worry, you're still going to turn it to the back, so that your sewing is going to be inside the pocket, so that it will make your work really neat. So you then join it together just like so. Make sure that you're not taking the trouser, so be careful with it, so that you will not go and sew the trouser together with it. So it's just the pocket alone. So you close it up just like so. Now we stopped at 7 inches, so we still have like 2 inches downwards, and then you sew and close it up just like so, and then you pull it out. So after pulling it out, and then you turn it to the back, this is what you have. So the first place where we sewed, you can see it, the first place where we sewed. After turning your pocket to the back, you try to fold it in to the notch side. You fold it together with the pocket. Make sure that it's actually tucked into with the pocket. Just one part of the pocket actually with that notch side, and then you seam it just like so. So you can then go ahead and pull out your, you see the way your pocket is already, it's already giving the pocket vibe. So you can just go ahead and notch that 7 inches side to make your pocket stand well. I'm showing you the back piece. So then you attach the front of the pocket, the front of your trouser with the pocket to make it stand firm, so that when you want to add your band, it will stand firm. Also, you not try to just run a thread around that side, so that you know when you start to put your hand inside the pocket, it will not tear off at the side. So you just make it stand. So you can see the inside of our pockets is already giving the nice pocket vibe, right? So this is the back. This is what the back looks like. So you can just go ahead and do the second part of the trouser like so. Now after doing the both sides, the next thing to do now is to put the back side on the front, to join the back piece with the front piece. Don't forget that while I was sewing my back piece, I didn't join it from the front because of the zip, so I'm just going to join it. And look at the way I joined it. See that I actually took larger inches from the upper part and lower inches at the downward part, so actually bring out a perfect shape at the back. So I joined it together, and then I'm going to join the back piece now to the front piece. You measure your waist, the waist of the person. Make sure that you don't run through your pockets. Avoid the pocket side. So after measuring the waist, you just go ahead to join just like so. Make sure that the trouser is equal at the downward part, just like so, and then the sides, make sure that it's equal. Just measure your waist and then you run a stitch downward. So now at the downward part, you know, we've not joined the underneath. At the downward part of my trouser, you can actually use hemi gum for this. You can add hemi gum to, you know, to achieve a nice seam, but I didn't add hemi gum. I just went ahead to sew it just like so before joining it together from the sitting downwards. So I run a stitch, a straight stitch just like so on the two sides of my trousers. So after running a stitch, you then come to the middle of your trouser and then you join the middle together. You start from the middle and then join downwards to the first part, the first tie. You run a stitch downward. Just make sure that it is really centralized. That middle side is really centralized, and then you open those points to make sure that it's perfect. And so you go ahead and also join the other side just like so. After doing this, you then pull out your trouser. You can see what it looks like. So I'm trying to loose the back thread that I joined together where my zip is going to pass, so that I then go ahead to actually iron my band. You can see we actually folded that tip at the front, and then I added hemming gum to it. This is actually very easy, guys. Trust me, you will enjoy it. You will love the process. So just iron it, put hemming gum inside. You know, I did a soft stay at the first stage, and then I folded to the front piece, and then I added hemming gum. So you fold it just like so, and then you iron it. So this is what it looks like. I'm trying to measure it for you guys. This is 1.5 inches, and then that other side that is longer, you can just cut it off to make it like maybe a quarter of an inch. So that's what you'll be adding first to your trouser. So then the wrong side, that place where you have extra inches, you will now start to sew it from the wrong side of your fabric, from where the zip allowance is, just like so. You run a stitch round your trouser from the wrong side, and then after running the stitch round the trouser, you then fold your band from that side and then cover it up. You know that stitch that you run, you then use the other side of the band to cover it up, just like so, and you run a tiny stitch at the tip of the band. Make sure that it's actually it is at the tip of the band so that your work will be so neat. So this is what we have. You can see how beautiful this is, and it's firm. So you can actually add stay, you can add, it depends on what you have. So you measure your waist, the waist of the person, and that is where you run your zip through at the back. So make sure that you measure your waist, and sometimes you can minus like an inch to make the band really tight. Now look at the outcome. Come on, take a look at the outcome. It's so beautiful. It's well seated. Just look at it. Look at the back. It's well seated. It's giving. Is it giving? He's giving. Thank you so much for taking our time to watch this video to the end. Please don't forget to subscribe, and whatever video that you want me to work on, you can suggest. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Love you guys.